Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the basics of 3D lighting. Specifically, I'll show you how to set up a 3-point lighting system, one of the most essential techniques for creating professional-looking renders. Whether you're just starting in 3D or want to improve your lighting skills, this tutorial is for you. Step 1. Adding and positioning lights. First, let's add our lights. In Blender, press Shift+A, go to the Light menu, and select Area Light. This will be your key light, the main light source for your subject. Position it at a 45-degree angle from your subject and slightly above. You want this light to create highlights and natural shadows on your model. Adjust the light's intensity in the Properties panel until it's bright but not overexposed. Next, we'll add the fill light. Press Shift+A again, add another area light, and place it on the opposite side of the key light. The fill light should be lower and dimmer, just enough to soften the shadows created by the key light. Set the intensity to about half of what you used for the key light. Finally, let's add the backlight. Once again, press Shift+A, add an area light, and place it behind your subject, pointing towards them. This light helps separate the subject from the background by creating a rim of light around the edges. You can set this light to be slightly brighter than the fill light for more definition. Step 2. Fine-tuning your lights. Now that the lights are in place, let's make some adjustments. Switch to the rendered view in Blender to see how the lighting affects your subject in real time. Move the light slightly if needed to get the perfect angles. You can also experiment with light colors to add more depth to your scene. For example, try a warm tone for the key light and a cooler tone for the fill light. This contrast can make your renders feel more dynamic and professional. Step 3. Final check and render. Now that your lighting is set up, let's make sure you have a camera positioned correctly to frame your subject for rendering. Here's how to add and set up a camera. Press Shift+A, go to the Camera option and add a camera to your scene. To position the camera, select it in the scene and press numpad 0 to enter the camera view. This shows you exactly what the camera sees. Use G, grab, to move the camera, and R, rotate, to adjust the angle. You can also lock the camera view by pressing N, opening the View tab, and enabling Lock Camera to View. This lets you navigate the viewport while staying in the camera perspective. Once the camera is set and you're satisfied with the composition, you're ready for the final render. If you want your background to be transparent in the render, follow these steps. In the Properties panel, click the Render Properties tab, the camera icon. Scroll to the Film section and enable the Transparent option. This removes the default background and makes it transparent in your render, perfect for compositing or adding a custom background later. Finally, run a test render to see how everything looks. If the lighting, composition, and transparency settings are all correct, render your final image and admire the results. And there you have it. You've successfully set up a 3-point lighting system, positioned your camera, and rendered your scene with a transparent background. If you enjoyed this tutorial or found it helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts or questions in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.